Let's move on to some happy news.
Well, I don't know
Hellboy.
how happy this is. This is we made a movie and we're just sending it right to stream again because whatever.
I didn't see the last Hellboy they did with the actor from Stranger Things
I
because
didn't
I'm like, where's Guillermo del Toro? Where's Ron Perlman? It was supposed to be a trilogy. You promised us a part 3 that never
That's what all the fans are
materialized.
saying. I
We
think
want
that's
the part 3, and where is it?
well, that's why the
Where's Selma
previous
Blair?
film didn't do well, and
okay.
that's why they're going ahead and just sending this to cable.
Ketchup Entertainment's Hellboy: The Crooked Man. I'm fine with the title of the movie. What, Ketchup Entertainment?
Independent film company? I don't know.
I don't know. Hits the reboot button on the comic book franchise with Jack Kesey from 12 Strong taking over the title role this time around. And will you be able to watch it? According to pre-order listings on outlets including Amazon, Hellboy: The Crooked Man debuts direct-to-digital home on October 8th, 2024. Hellboy: The Crooked Man is set in the 1950s and co-stars Adeline Rudolph from Resident Evil as a rookie agent of the BPRD who team up with Hellboy to protect the residents of Appalachia from the creepy Crooked Man who is collecting the souls of the devil. I mean, that's kind of interesting. It's in the 1950s, so it's like a prequel, right, to the other movies?
Yeah, and it's kind of a prequel to the hurricane this past week, too. Set in Appalachia.
Of course, yes. Mike Mignola co-wrote the new Hellboy film with Christopher Golden, Brian Taylor of Crank, Gamer, Ghost Rider, Spirit of Vengeance, and Mom and Dad. Directed the movie for Millennium, based on a Hellboy miniseries from 2008. The story is said to expand Hellboy's world through offering one of the most beloved issues of the comic series. So far, this actually doesn't sound bad. Those are some good names. I mean, the guy that wrote Crank and Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance, I think he could write a Hellboy movie or a
I know nothing about the writing on this. I know nothing about.
Did you see Crank?
No.
Crank is good fun. Crank is a movie with Jason Statham where he's gonna die, but he had to pump him. He got pumped with some drug, but now he's like, he has the crank in him, so he's gonna find the people that put the poison in him before he dies.
Kind of like a DOA.
I guess, but it's a little more ridiculous. It had the funniest special feature I've ever seen on a DVD.
Okay.
It gave you the airline or regular TV dialogue copy.
Interesting.
Where all the cussing's taken out and replaced with the fake cuss words.
That's kind of funny.
Yes, it's
that sounds really, really funny. Kind of like the Funky Pete cut of Shaun of the Dead. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's a DVD extra on Shaun of the Dead called the Funky Pete cut.
The Funky Pete cut?
Yes, and it does that whole scene where the roommate Pete is going off on an F-word heavy
that's funny
rampage at Sean's buddy, and
that's
instead of saying the F word, he says funk this, funk that. Honestly, it is the funniest thing I've ever heard. And then what's his name responds back, instead of calling him a prick, he calls him prink. And I just
that's funny.
Back up.
That's basically the same thing. Yeah, that's the same thing. Yeah.
And I laugh so hard because it's what they mean. But hearing him say these off words in such a diatribe, I just laugh till I cry.
I need to check that out. Then it's probably on my Blu-ray. Mike Mignola co-wrote the new Hellboy film with Christopher Golden, and it's Brian Taylor who did Crank, and Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance directed it. See, Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance, I think, is a good resume for a Hellboy movie. I enjoyed that movie. I don't know if you saw. I brought this up to you a few times.
Yep.
You have two Nick Cage movies you got to watch. You got to do Ghost Rider: Spirit of Vengeance and Wicker Man. There you go. Right.
I'm not sure about those two in particular, but yeah, I could see doing a.
No, I like the devil at the end of that one. You're the worst fucking mistake I ever made. That's what he says to Ghost Rider.
Oh gosh!
Just everything in that the villains it's like the first one, but it was even zanier. Oh man, fork that whole shirty concept. Yeah, basically. Every funking body in my funking department is funking ill. Yes. I think Hellboy would work better as a streaming series. Yeah, I mean they could have done this as like a limited series, and that probably would have had more cachet than just doing a direct-to-video movie. You could have figured out a way to split it up into like 4 parts, put it on Netflix or something. I don't.
Hey, deleted. I want a funking car right funking now.
There should be they should have. I don't.
Oh boy,
they must have a
punked.
cut of that. They
Right?
must have a cut of that because I know.
I'll
they showed
tell
that on
you
regular
what,
TV.
it might be worth it for me to clone their voices and redub it. That would be hysterical.
That, or if you could find online like an edited TV version, like even with old commercials in it, that might be kind of funny. A funny rewatch for that.
You might have something there. I'll have to look into that. Yeah.
To expand Hellboy's world, Jefferson White Yellowstone stars alongside Ketsy and Rudolph and Tom Farrelly. This might be good. I mean, can it be worse than the last one they did, which I didn't see?
Oh, thank you.
The Crooked Man is a departure where Mike Mignola, the creator of the comics, will finally shepherd an authentic version of his stories and characters in film form. Whatever. I still like the Guillermo del Toro first 2 movies. I thought they were.
I agree. I wanted a third.
They even the second one, which it's funny, that came out the summer of Iron Man, Incredible Hulk, and Dark Knight, and I actually think Hellboy 2 was my favorite superhero movie that summer because of all the zaniness in it. Just the the thing when he goes in the troll town, he says, "You're not going to talk, not ever, ever, ever," and then you see this guy go fly, whatever that thing was, a troll or a lizard man, whatever, he goes flying across the. I don't know. It was just, those movies were a lot of fun.